I'm just gonna start streaming. Yeah, I don't know if this is working or not. So I'll just pull up the video and you guys can comment or something. Let me see. This is the first time I've ever streamed anything. So I have no idea if you guys can even hear me or what. I don't even know how to look at the comments. Okay, cool, right here. Alright, everyone needs to stop talking for a second though and just tell me if you can hear me. Like if you're watching this, just comment and tell me if you can hear me. Cause honestly I can't hear myself, so I don't know. Let me go here, see if the comments come up faster. Alright. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? This is so confusing. Okay. Cool. Alright. Alright, as long as you guys can hear me. I can't hear myself, so that's kind of weird. I guess that's probably a good thing because it'll echo, but... What's up, fellas? Yeah, I'll be doing this for like 2 hours. Something like that. The stream is a little bit laggy, obviously. Like, it's like a solid like 10 seconds or more time difference between when I talk and when you actually hear me. So if you ask a question and I answer it, it's gonna be like 10 minutes late. 10 seconds late. So yeah, go ahead and ask, and don't freak out if you don't hear it right away, because it'll take a little bit. But I will just start answering all the interesting ones that I see. Alright, Ted Dory. What my render settings are, if anyone wants my render settings. I don't do anything crazy. I always pre-comp the whole thing, like all the layers in my whole project. I'll pre-comp them, and then add all like the RSMB whatever to the pre-comp instead of to an adjustment layer, and then I put my CC on an adjustment layer, and I render at H.264. I render at 30 frames per second for the final thing, and not 59.94, because A, it's quicker, and B, YouTube compresses it to 30 frames anyways. So just render at 30 frames. And then quality, everything is set to best 5.1. I do VBR2 pass, and I do 25 megabit per second for each one. Depending on what quality, sometimes you can bump it up to like 50 if you want, like if it's a smaller edit and you want really good quality. And then just make sure you check audio, and that's pretty much it. It's really self-explanatory. And then I compress with Handbrake, so if you guys want to know how to use that, there's tutorials all over YouTube. Alright. Let's see. Do I overthink when I'm alone? Known as check. Yeah, all the time. I stress out. I think about the future a lot. I think about like my plans and what I want to do with my life, and I stress myself out sometimes. X Hasty Edits. What camera would you recommend buying for someone just getting into filming? depends on where you want to go with it. Like, I mean, probably just if you're filming skateboarding, get a VX1000 just because that's the best. It's cheap and that's the best skateboarding camera. Like, it's still, even though there's HD cameras out, people still use the VX1000. It's a Sony. Maybe get something like that, or like my first camera was a GL2, and that was a pretty good one to start with, a Canon. Comments aren't refreshing right now, so I have time to answer a couple. Z External Rebirth. We all want to know, how is the 2 million Team Taj going? I'm not editing it. I think it's gummy. And maybe Fern too, I don't know. But it's going up, hopefully this weekend, I think. Let's see. Looking for some good questions. People I look up to. I've always looked up to, skateboarding wise, I've always looked up to 2 people. One, Ty Evans. He's the one that films all like the girl and chocolate videos and all like the Lakai stuff. He's just always been an inspiration to me just because he's, I don't know, he's just the best. Every video he does is amazing. And then Chase Gabber, the filmer for the Barracks, if you guys have heard of that, it's a skateboarding website. He's my inspiration just in the sense that he kind of just started from nothing too, and just now he has like the best job in the world. And then COD-wise, Meek will always be an editor I look up to. If I can meet any person in the world, who and why? Probably Ty Evans. What was your dream clan when you started? When I was first in Claw and everything, like when I first started editing, it was Dare. Back when Dare was like the shit, and everyone wanted to be in Dare. It was like Dare was like pretty much just as good as FaZe at the time. That was my dream clan, and then once I got in Dare, of course, it was FaZe. How long does a normal ep take you to edit? By the dubber stepper. Depends. Usually I like to give myself a couple weeks, but there's been times where I've done it in a night. It just depends on how much time I have and what the editor needs and how good I want to make it, I guess. Like I said, if I've had times where I've edited it in a night because something needed to go up, and I've had times where I've spent a month on an edit. Just depends on how much time I have and what's going on. Wormsy says, do you like peanut butter and dick? I like peanut butter. Not sure about dick. I like my dick. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Oh, hi Smitty. Smitty says, favorite episode and mini edit for Black Ops 2. Honestly, probably my favorite episode was Sprat's episode 10 by Zero. I've seen a lot of really good ones, but that one was just editing wise, was editing and clips wise, but I don't know, Zero's just insane. That whole thing, I just like didn't even understand what was going on. But yeah, that was pretty cool. And then mini edit, I don't know, I've seen a lot of really cool Black Ops 2 PC edits. I don't know, mini edit, I've seen too many good ones to just pick one. What was that? It disappeared. Zyke XHD. What was that look? What was the look on your face when you got to join FaZe? I was sitting here like this, and I was typing, and then once I realized that I was in, I was just like, my eyes got really big, and I kind of looked around, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? And then I started freaking out and typing and like telling everyone, and my fingers were like shaking, like I couldn't I couldn't type, and I wanted to go change my gamer tag and everything because Seabass told me to, and I was like, it took me like forever because I was just like in shock. Oh, PC specs, that's something that a lot of people want to know. Right now I'm having a lot of issues with my PC. I've been having blue screen issues for the past couple days, and I haven't quite fixed it yet. But I have a AMD Phenom 2 6-core processor. I don't know the gigahertz or anything like that. I just, off the top of my head, I have no idea. 8 gigabytes DDR3 RAM. I forget the transfer rate or whatever it is. But those are Crucial Ballistics RAM. I have a Asus motherboard. And right now I'm running everything on a hard drive, but I'm gonna get an SSD because they're way faster. And what else is there? The graphics card is built into the motherboard, which is really shitty, but it was cheap. And it's an ATI Radeon 4250 graphics card. What program do I use? I use After Effects. Only After Effects. I don't use Vegas at all, even though I've thought about it before because everyone tells me it's way more convenient. I am from Boston. Well, not in Boston. I'm from a little town called Stowe, about 45 minutes or 40 minutes south, or no, northwest of Boston. I went to school in a town called Harvard, not the college Harvard, but yeah, I was born in Leominster, if anyone's from there. Who got you into editing? A friend of mine, back when I filmed skateboarding, what was it? I forget what it was. I got like a little shitty Panasonic camera, and I worked all summer for it, and I bought it and started filming skateboarding. And a friend of mine, his name was Will, he just instructed me. He started teaching me every time I'd skate with him. He would like teach me like the right way to hold the camera and like how to film lines and all that stuff, and taught me how to edit, like, you know, just basic like skateboarding clips together. And then I just started editing. I don't know. Looking for a good one. Do you think you're a better editor than SLP? Good joke. If I could edit a 50th as good as SLP ever, I would be psyched. Adive Nova, not Stowe with an E, like not Stowe, Vermont. Stowe, Massachusetts. It's just STOW. And the school isn't in Stowe, it's in Harvard. What's my favorite game? I mean, the golden years, dude. COD 4, World at War. Those are probably my favorite, too. World at War was probably my favorite, actually. When that game came out, dude, that was the most fun I've ever had on a video game, I think. If you're talking COD. Otherwise, if you're talking just video games in general, Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy IX are my two favorite games of all time. For the PlayStation 1, kicking it old school. If you were to leave FaZe, what clan would you join? I would not join a clan. If I ever leave FaZe, it's going to be because I start my career. I'm 21, so I'm not going to just, yeah, I wouldn't go to another team. I don't know, it's confusing to me too, like when people go from FaZe to other teams. It's like, no offense to any other team out there, I know there's like a bunch of sick ones, but it's like, once you're like at like the top, like once you're at that level, if you get kicked or you leave, it's like nothing's going to be as satisfying, you know, because it's like you join one of these other teams, like what are you going to be working towards? Like, I don't know, no offense to other teams, like there's a ton of really sick teams out there that I would join if I wasn't in FaZe, but it's like if I leave FaZe, it's like that's pretty much it for YouTube, you know. Hedgehog 933 says, I heard he's pretty good at skating. I used to be. I'm not anymore. But you guys will see in my day in the life video, goes up Friday. I could barely fucking do anything now, but Twixtor or time remapping? Depends on what you're using it for. I use time remapping most of the time. Twixtor is good for some situations, though. Ready for Bees versus Quacks tomorrow? I don't know who they're playing tomorrow, but they're playing the Penguins tonight at 5 or at 6. I'm assuming that's what you meant by Quacks, unless they're playing like the Ducks tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, I'm ready for Penguins tonight. It's going to be a good game. If your YouTube ever got hacked, would you give up YouTube? Yeah, probably. I would probably make a new YouTube and just upload bullshit videos on it. Like, I wouldn't be like as active or like try to get those subs back because it took me forever. Do I miss FaZe Mota, known as Check? Yeah, dude. I was actually just thinking about this last night. I was watching Zedjum's episode in the Dropbox, and I was just reminiscing to the old times where Zedjum and Ramos used to always get Mota. And, dude, every single video he ever did was sick. Like, I don't think I ever saw an edit from him that sucked. Or that was even, like, remotely bad. Yeah, he was the man. I wonder, he'd probably be so fucking good right now if he stayed. I don't know what he's doing, but I hope he's doing well. Want to give me a shout out. Hey, everyone go to youtube.com/Koba, COBA 121426 and give him a subscribe. Hey babe, want to say hi? Stop asking stupid questions for people that are asking like shit that's just so pointless. Like, I'm not going to answer those, so you can just stop. Like, ask me real questions. Ask me shit that people actually want to know. What do I use to motion track? Says I'm a Ray. You should fix the capitalization. That confused me. I use Buju, which sucks. I never got Element because I just didn't have the time or motivation to deal with it and learn how to do it. So I still use Buju and Cinema 4D, and it's fucking awful, dude. It takes like days just to do a couple motion tracks. Best clip I ever hit. Situation wise, like, obviously this isn't the best clip like altogether, but at the time it was nuts. I hit like a what was it? It was like a stun throw 1080 host migration suicide on high rise, and that was pretty cool. That was back when I was in Dare. At the time it was pretty good. Do I play any games on PC? No, I don't. I've thought about it. I've thought about getting cinematics on PC too, learning how to edit PC, but I just never had the time or motivation to learn. For some reason, the comments aren't refreshing. Okay, here they are. Where do you think you'll be? Oh, shit. So many comments just came in. Where'd it go? Where do you think you'll be in a year's time? Rain V2. Hopefully, I'm going to be working for a friend of mine, the clothing company, the people that do all the FaZe apparel. Hopefully, I'll be doing something with that, and I'll be graduating school. So hopefully, I'll be using my education to do something cool, start a career. I'm not going to answer that question. If you were able to recruit any editor, who would you recruit? Depends if you're talking just based off skill or based off of reliability. I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously there's a ton of editors that have the skill level to be in FaZe. Like Zero and Franzi and Rax, Voltar, like there's a bunch of people that have the skill level. It's just about consistency and reliability, and I don't know. But it's not up to me, it's up to Seabass, so I have no idea what he looks for. what edit are you working on at the moment? Rebirth's episode, which will be rendered and done tonight, so it'll be up in the next few days on FaZe. And my episode too will be up. Nordic edited that. Alright, Autumn's edits. Can you tell the story of how Seabass recruited you? Alright, I have a video of this on my channel, but I'll do an abbreviated version for anyone that wants to know. So I had been trying for a while, and I had done a few FaZe episodes, and somewhere in the process, Seabass had added me on Skype, and I don't know why, he just did. And so whenever I needed a FaZe edit, I would ask him. I'd be like, hey, is there anyone in FaZe that needs an edit done? Like, I have some free time, I want to do something. And usually he'd just be like, no, or he'd tell me he was going to look and then just never get back to me. And I ended up doing Eben's episode, FaZe Eben, when he was still in FaZe. And I forget what happened, like an editor bailed on him and he needed it really quick. He needed it like in a couple days, and I had to work or something, so I only had one night to work on it. So I just stayed up all night and just busted it out. And it came out like, I don't know, decent, I guess, for a night's work, but it was kind of shitty. And the intro motion tracking was awful, so I had to fix that. So I told Seabass I had to fix it, and he was just like, okay, well, just give it to me to tomorrow or whenever. He's like, if you can finish it tomorrow, it'll go up tomorrow, otherwise just give it to me whenever. And so I finished it, and when I uploaded it and I sent it to him, I asked him if I could, if there was anyone else that I could edit for. And when he got back to me, he was just like, hey, did you find anyone else to edit for? And I was just like, no, not yet. And he's just like, oh, okay, well, that doesn't matter anymore. And I that should have given it away, but it didn't even cross my mind. So I was talking to him, and he's just like, okay, well, just let me know when you fix the intro on Eben's episode. And I was like, what are you talking about? I already fixed it. I sent it to you already. And he's just like, no, like you have to fix the motion tracking. And I was like, what? And he's just like, yeah, it says, by Meek. And I was just like, obviously, like, I'm not stupid enough to like let that go over my head. So I was like, oh my god. And I freaked out, and I was just like, you better not be fucking joking. And he's just like, nope, I'm not. And I was just like, all right. I was fucking hyped. That's the story in general. He told me later that he recruited me because of soaring in space. So apparently that's the edit that got me in. Right Twix or left Twix? I just put both of them in my mouth at the same time, just like a lot like a dick. Will you do tutorials? The issue with that, I was actually watching one of my old tutorials last night. I used to do them, but that was when there wasn't like 9,000 editors that could do everything I could do. Like back then I knew stuff that other people didn't know. Now there's like thousands of editors that are just as good as me, so like I don't really have any effects that I can teach people. Like there's nothing I can really teach that people don't already know. And if I do come across something that I think is sick enough to teach, usually I want to keep it a secret so it doesn't get all gnarly, because usually if I use an original effect, it just blows up right afterwards. Meek editing contest on Ghosts. I have my 100k editing contest going on, so people can do Ghost entries for that. But I'm not going to do a special contest. Mango VFX said, "Hey Meek, you got any suggestions, tips, or for unknown editors getting their name out there?" Yeah, just keep going. Like nothing happens right off the bat. It's gonna take a while, so just keep editing, and I don't know. It's all about connections. That's the way it is in everything, with everything in life. So just if you know anyone that's in a big team, try to get them to score you an edit, and just work your way up. Be consistent, and eventually you'll get there. Next editor to join FaZe. I have no idea. I already covered that though. I know you skateboard, and do you have any tips? I remember asking you on Twitter, but any tips on how to progress faster? Yeah, just keep skating. Like same thing with editing. It's just practice. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Is my girl Purdy? Yeah, she's pretty purdy. Did you ever think you'd be able to join FaZe? No, I didn't, because when I joined, there was no editing roster. And there hadn't been an editing roster for a long time, so there's... I mean, obviously, like, I didn't think he would just recruit me and, like, have me on the main roster. Like, if he could recruit any editor, like, obviously he wouldn't recruit me. So what ended up happening was he recruited a few and made an editing roster, which is the only thing that I ever thought could happen. What school are you going to right now? I'm going to Full Sail University. It's in Florida, so I'm doing everything online, but I love it, and I highly recommend it for anyone that is interested in pursuing some sort of technology-related career. Who is my favorite friend in FaZe? It's weird because I don't really have like any like close friends in FaZe. Like I don't really like. I mean, probably the one that I'm closest with is Meek, and I'm not even like super close with him. Yeah, probably Meek. I mean, I'm friends with like Rain and Twist, but I mean we don't like talk every day. Like not that good of friends. Wait, what? That just confused me. Where do you think it'll be in a year's time? Seriously, where is your favorite place to eat? That's funny. Right when I read that comment, my stomach rumbled. My favorite place to eat would be, fuck, dude, I don't even know. I have a lot. I eat at Chipotle a lot. My favorite restaurant to go to is Del Frisco's, because it's fucking delicious. Or there's this place in Boston called Fire and Ice. It's like a raw food bar, and you take all like the raw meat and vegetables and whatever, and you put them in a bowl, and then they cook it on a flat top for you. That's really fucking good. Can I hard flip? No, that is the one trick that I will never be able to do. Legacy 75 100. I don't know why. I can, like, but it's like random if I end up landing it or not. That's like the hardest trick for me. Everyone asking about the 2 million team Taj that's coming out this weekend, hopefully. I'm not editing it, so I don't know what's going on. I mean, that stuff usually gets kept secret. What keeps you going on your edits? Seeing the final product. That's the only thing. A lot of times I get really bored with edits. That's why I usually do them so fast. Favorite editor outside of FaZe? Probably. I don't have a favorite, dude. I'm not gonna go there. There's too many to pick from, and if I said one, I would offend the others, and I'm not gonna do that. What are your opinions on gay marriage? Let them get married. Like, well, I don't know. Why would we be in a position to tell them what they can and can't do? They're people just like us, and if they love each other, then fucking go for it. It's not bothering me at all. As long as you're not sucking his dick in front of my face, I don't care. Because that would just turn me on. And what would you say is your best edit? I don't know, like flow-wise, I really like Hateful's episode. I don't know why. I did that one pretty fast, too. Everyone else says my best is Sick and Twisted 17. The one that I edited to that Atmosphere song. That one was pretty good at the time. Have you ever had a Black Ops 2 shot? If so, link us. You'll see it soon. JXR Doe. I'm not sweating, I just haven't showered today, so my skin's all oily. I woke up at like 2 o'clock this afternoon. Jesus, dude, like the only thing people are asking is about the 2 million Tosh. I already talked about that. Do you think FaZe will carry on strong for Ghost? Yes, I do. Hopefully there's going to be some changes, because obviously Black Ops 2 was not the best time. Even though that game was awesome, a lot of people just couldn't find their groove with it. Hopefully we weed out the people that aren't good at Ghosts so that we don't have a lot of people just sitting on the roster. That's what I hope goes down. I'm not gonna go there. That's too drama filled. Like a bouse. I am 21. I am a FaZe. I am friends with Baker. He actually helped me set up this shit. And originally I had it set up to where I would be able to share my desktop too. And I'd be able to show you guys things if you wanted to see them, but I couldn't, like, it just wasn't, it worked the first time I set it up, and the second time I couldn't get it to work, so I wouldn't have ended up using it that much anyways. But yeah, Baker's the man. He's always super helpful, and he's like one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Are you going to get a PS4? No, I'm getting a 360 or a Xbox One, I mean. Ooh, Louis mate, what is your board setup? I ride an 8, anywhere between an 8 and an 8, 125. And usually it's just either shop decks or just whatever I can get. Right now I have a Death Wish. This is the first time I'd ever tried it, and I actually like it. But usually I ride Girl or Chocolate. I have independent trucks. I only ever ride independent or Thunder. Spitfire wheels. And just whatever bearings, bones bearings that I can get. Mob grip tape. Mob is the best. Or Jessup, actually, is pretty good too. I've never tried Grizzly. Everyone tells me to skate Grizzly, but I don't know. I don't like. I don't know. It's weird. Like the name just puts me off. Like I don't know if you guys ever have anything like that. Like restaurants or places that like you have no reason for not liking them, but just the name, like you're just like eh. Like Black Eyed Peas is one of them for me, and like Arby's was one for me too. Like I had never had it. And, like, I like Arby's. Like, I like Arby's and I like Black Eyed Pea, but, like, just the names of those restaurants are, like, just... like, they're unexcited. I don't know what the word. But anyways, yeah, that's my setup. And I usually skate Vans. Or S, but S doesn't exist anymore. I only have, like, one old pair. Rec has recorder. Hi, Meek, you are my inspiration. Sweet, man. I appreciate that. That makes me feel good. Who is the best player you edited for? It's always nice to edit for Twist and Rain. They're always super understanding, and they give me time, and the feedback is always really good. Strike Addicts, do you use Twixter? I already answered this, but how you make it look good is just don't use it where there's a lot of motion. Like, if you try to Twixter like someone like spinning really fast, obviously there's going to be warping, because how Twixter works is it like takes 2 frames. So like if you have one frame of a guy spinning and he's here, and then the next frame he's like here, it would take those 2 frames and try to like use the data from those frames to like make up a frame in between where a frame doesn't actually exist. So like when there's a lot of movement, it's like it's trying to like match the in-between point of here and here. So like obviously it's going to be all distorted. So you just have to like use it where there's like not a ton of motion. Like when they're reloading, it's like obviously like, you know what I mean? Like it's easier for them to match the motion because the background stays generally the same. Like the gun changes positions just a little bit, but that's already in slow motion because of the kill cam anyways. So that's why Twixter looks better when you're using it on a kill cam. But I use time remapping mostly. You should look up some tutorials on that. Time remapping is way easier. What's your clan history, says Lex Rebirth. Claw was my first team I ever got in. I joined WP for like 2 weeks before I got in Dare. Then I got in Dare. And then when Dare went to shit, I went to Soar. And then I got in FaZe. Favorite FaZe member besides yourself? Are we talking players? Because if so, I already talked about editors. Players, either Zedgem, I don't know. Yeah, Zedgem's probably one of my favorites, just because doesn't matter what game, he makes it look good, no matter what. Shadow 253647. More gays equals more pussy for us. True story. What makes you get a boner? Says who's Zivik? My girlfriend.
Proud of it.
Memories. How do you feel about the COD community? I don't know. It was better a couple years ago. That's all I'm gonna say. People are too judgmental. Like, they forget it's turned into something that's not a hobby anymore now. It's like people like take everything personally and are too competitive, and I don't know, it's just used to be just fun. Now it's more like stress. I don't know why everyone's asking this question. When did I lose my virginity? I was 16. Yep, and it was really embarrassing. When's the next Ilcams coming out? I know you know. I actually don't. There's been kind of a disarray in information in FaZe recently. Lex Rebirth, do you have a dog? Of course I do. Zelda! Zelda! Come say hi. Just for a second. This is my dog. Her name is Zelda.
She's really ugly.
She's super cute, and she's the
Super
best
ugly,
dog there ever was.
She's the worst dog in the world.
No, she's the best.
No, she's not.
She's the shit. Huh, Zelda? Alright, you can go back to sleep. Sorry I woke you up. Now she's all hyped. Do you think FaZe will end as COD dies down? Absolutely not. I mean, it's a 2 million subscriber channel. Like, it's not just gonna end. Like, there's other games like Titanfall, and there's like Minecraft and a bunch of other stuff that FaZe could do some sick shit with. Alright, Sora. You're watching Sora in Style 7. Is that good? No, I'll do it different. What's going on, guys? This is FaZe Meek, and you guys are watching Sora in Style 7. I hope you guys enjoy. You should get a new name, though. Like, not to be a dick or anything, but like, Soaring in Style. Funniest story in my life? I don't know. I don't have just one. This guy just keeps asking the same question. And doesn't even, he just says, have you ever been in a naked party? Do you bet on to be sponsored for skateboarding? I used to be. When I was in high school, but that was a long time ago. I'm not now. By Jizz. Why the name Meek? A couple reasons. One, it sounded cool, and two, it's from a Bible verse, and that verse says the meek shall inherit the earth. And I'm not religious at all, But I don't know. I just thought it was cool, and Meek means like humble, and I don't know. Just it was a cool name. There's not a bunch of meaning behind it. It's not super significant. What's the best way to make cinematics flow? Time remapping or whatever else PC editors use. Because PC cinematics always look the best. Do you enjoy editing sniping clips as well, or do you stick strictly to trick shots? Sniping clips are fun to edit, but I'm not very good at it, so that's why I don't do it very often. They're fun when it's just a couple of them. How do you feel about people fanboying FaZe members? I mean, it's pointless, but I mean, it's flattering, you know? Like, you have fans. That's cool. The only thing that matters is if they, like, as long as they don't, like, try to, like, scam people or, like, you know what I mean? Like, try to, like, full up pretend they're someone else. That's not cool. But if they just make their name FaZe something, or if they, like, I don't know. I don't know. Or are you gonna play Ghost? Yeah, obviously. Oh, that's actually a funny story. Lenny P says, how did you do the motion track in Prizzy's Absolute Refraction episode 19? Well, originally I had everything, like I had a glass material on everything, and everything was glass, and I was thinking about making like the text like, I don't know, I was gonna make it look better, but the render would have taken like 4 days, because like the material in Cinema 4D was like super like memory intensive, and it would have taken forever, so I ended up just using the glass material on the pyramid, and then I just had one flare that had like a rainbow spectrum shooting outside of the prism, and then one flare like going into the prism, and I just masked them out, so it masked them out and like keyframed the mask, so it just looked like it went through the prism. But it's just keyframing and optical flares. That's pretty much it. And a glass material on the motion track. Camera setup. Right now I film with a Sony FS100, and it's just like a stock zoom lens on there that they gave me with my school. I think it's it's a f3.5 18 to 200 millimeter zoom lens, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything special. I have like a XLR mic attached to it, but I didn't film my day in the life with that. I filmed that with a friend of mine. He has a Blackmagic Cinema camera, and I don't know what kind of lens he has. He has a few different ones, but I'm Lucasy. How do you respond to hate comments? I just don't. Like, half the time, people that comment dumb shit and hate messages just want attention, so if I reply to them, I'm just giving them what they want. Who gives? Your plans for Ghosts? I don't know, a few editing contests here and there, and that's pretty much it. I'm not going to be making episodes anymore, and I'm not going to be, I don't know. I'm not going to be doing too much on that game, unfortunately, but I'll keep the editing contests and stuff coming, because that's what you guys all want to see anyways. How did you get your parents to like gaming and support you? They don't really like. I mean, I don't live with my parents. I haven't for a few years, so they don't really know what's going on. Like they don't know anything about it. All they know is I make money from it, and they're like, "Oh, that's cool." Like they never really asked, so I never really explained it too well. Rocking stockings. Yeah, I know there's another website, but I heard good things about this, and then it was just ended up being super complicated to get to work. I don't know. I feel like the installation just fucked up or something. And yeah, because the desktop thing wouldn't work, but it worked the first time. Hawk, I am not in Fractal. Do you have a dream like movie editing, or is it just a hobby? I eventually want to. I'm going to school for cinematography, so I eventually want to do something with film, but it'll be hopefully like music videos or something related to action sports. I don't want to just do COD for the rest of my life, or video games for the rest of my life. Let's see. Some of these questions, dude. I'm looking for some good ones. There's nothing like... Show your girlfriend. It's all delayed, so I don't know if they could even see that. I don't know if I had the webcam turned enough. Camera setup, camera setup. Okay. I'm looking for some good questions. There's not that many. Where do I live? Colorado. I need more comments to load. They should in a second. But I'm at the bottom and there's nothing loading. Okay, there you go. Favorite COD game? I already said that earlier, but World at War. When you record Black Ops 2 cinematics, do you record at 0.1 times speed? It depends. I mean, depends on what the cinematic is, really. Like, I usually record at like 0.2 or anywhere between 0.2 and 0.4. Sometimes I'll record at 0.1 if it's like, if I really need to have control over it. Hey, babe, Lex Rebirth says sexy bitch. I'm assuming that's about you.
Probably not. What about you?
Vita's Variations. Have you ever broken a bone, and if so, what was it? I broke my finger skateboarding, like my knuckle one time. And I broke my wrist, both my wrists actually, when I was younger. But I don't really remember that because I was super little. So I've broken like my arm and my wrists and my fingers a couple times. The finger one was weird because I was, like, it wasn't even anything, like, I didn't, like, slam super hard, like, I don't know, like, I was doing a trick on a quarter pipe, and I like, landed, and I knew I was gonna fuck up, so I just jumped off my board, and, like, normally it'd be fine, but I kind of, like, tripped over myself as I jumped off my board, and, like, just, like, put my hand down, but I didn't put my hand down like this, I, like, put it down all fucking weird and broke my knuckle. Like, it was just so totally pointless, like, I don't know why it happened, but... How long have you been in FaZe? Like a year and 2 months? Something like that. All right, guys. I've had like 800 people ask about Sector. I'm not gonna talk about Sector. Like, just stop. Stop asking me questions. Like, if I don't reply to a question the first time, this guy posted the same question 3 times in a row. Like, if I don't reply to it one time, I'm probably not gonna reply to it. I'm not gonna talk about Pomage leaving FaZe. I'm not gonna talk about Natural. I'm not gonna talk about Sector. I'm not gonna talk about, I don't know, just all that shit. It's just pointless. I'm not gonna talk about it. Now they're going super fast.
I'll show you coming super fast.
Oh my god. Dude, Stebo, seriously, shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna answer that question. You posted it like 500 times. Like, you've probably posted it at least 50 or 60 times. What countries have you been in? I haven't ever left the country, unfortunately, except for Mexico on a cruise. Oh, and like, I don't know if you'd count the Bahamas. Oh, actually, no. I went to Curacao one time, which is technically part of the Netherlands, but it's like off of the coast of South America. I went there one time. Mango VFX. Hey, Meek, could you do an introduction for Feel Our Aura? I think that's how you pronounce it. Aura? Ore? I'll just say Aura. Alright. What's going on, guys? This is FaZe Meek, and... Fuck. I lost the question because it refreshed. Okay. What's going on, guys? This is FaZe Meek, and you guys are watching Feel Our Aura number 10. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully that worked. You use 30 or 60 FPS when rendering a video. I render clips at 60 or 59.94, and I render like final edits out at 30 out of After Effects. Vita's variations. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully it gets better soon. Stebo, like, actually, in all seriousness, if you ask that question one more time, I'm literally going to block you. Ask me a useful question. You're just spamming the thing and making it harder for me to read comments. Do you plan to have a kid and start a real relation? I don't know what that means. My relationship with my girlfriend is pretty real. And, yeah, I might have kids, but it's not going to be for another, like, 5 years at least. Until I, like, have a steady career and I'm married and all that shit. It's not going to happen for a long time. How do you teach yourself new effects and to have good flow, says Official Exile. It's actually just from watching other people's edits. Like, I'll see a cool idea and I'll be like, oh, that looked cool, and then I'll try to, like, do my own take on it. I always try my hardest not to copy an effect, like, verbatim, like, but I usually see something cool and it inspires me to, you know, try to do something similar. And then how I teach myself is I just fuck around. Like, I just sit there digging around and fucking with it until it gets good, until it looks good. I'm WDZO. Is California far from Colorado? You should take geography class. Alright, Stebo, you're getting blocked. God damn, dude. You really like Sector, apparently. Or I already did that. Mango VFX asked me. Editing, bro. You should make a preset pack. I sell preset packs. They're half off right now. If you want to go buy one, I will sell one to you. Never edits. Let's talk about moving away from your parents and what the adjustment was like. Well, I lived with my mom and my stepdad growing up until I was 16, and I didn't get along with my mom. So I moved back to Massachusetts, where I was born, to live with my dad. And when I lived with my dad, it was it was like a smooth transition, because like he was a lot more lenient than my mom, and so I kind of got to just kind of do my own thing, and like, so it was like pretty much like I was like living on my own without like the stress of paying bills and buying groceries and stuff. So, because I could just do whatever the fuck I wanted, pretty much. So it was kind of a smooth transition. Because by the time I graduated, I was kind of already used to being on my own. So when I moved back here to Colorado, it was just kind of easy. But leaving my parents was definitely difficult. I mean, even though like I wanted to and I didn't get along with my mom at the time, it was definitely sad. You know, she was like crying and stuff, and it was definitely depressing for a little bit, but you get used to it. I mean, as long as you don't just like instantaneously move super far from your parents, you'll be fine. Like, as long as they're still close by for a little bit, it'll be fine. It's not that difficult. The adjustment isn't too hard. Do you like Enigma's editing? Yeah. Enigma's sick. Alright. Need to load more questions. Nothing's loading. My viewers are just going down. I'm probably not going to do this all the way till 5:30. I thought more people would be hyped on this, but apparently not. Let me tweet it out. Alright. Oh, whoa. Kazi, fuck yourself, dude. Little fucking troll. Louis, mate, have you got a good local skate park? Yeah, I do. I mean, I've been skating it my whole life, so it's kind of boring, but it's a pretty decent park. How old are you? What's your real name? I am 21. My name is Tyler. Jack VFX. What do you consider a good edit? I consider a good edit to be anything that holds my attention the whole way through. It's pretty simple. Good cinematics, good clip editing, good intro, creative, and like creative all around, like choice of song and effects and everything, and just, I don't know. If I watch the whole thing, it's a good edit. Hawk, in your opinion, what is a cat to you? A house pet or an annoying as fuck animal? I love cats, but I'm allergic to them, so I can't have them. Which sucks, because my girlfriend really wants a kitty, and I would love to go get a little kitty. Because kitties are cute. Do you like mayo or what? Depends. I usually get mayo on my Subway subs, but I get really, really, really light amount of it. I don't like a lot of mayo, otherwise it's gross. Did you ever play Pokemon as a kid? Pfft, as a kid, I play Pokemon still. Pokemon's the best shit. I wanted to get whatever the new one that came out was, because I saw people tweeting about it, but I don't have the money to go blow on that. Mango VFX, I appreciate it, bud. Also, wait, I think this is you. Let me go to your channel real quick. Pretty sure you entered my contest. Yeah, you did. Yeah, your entry was sick, dude. If this is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, dude. Yeah, your entry was tight, dude. Everyone go to youtube.com/mangovfx and subscribe because he is awesome. Oh, what the fuck is this random box? What shampoo do I use? Either mane and tail or Head and Shoulders. Oh, Nona's check. Yeah, that edit was nuts. Ninjasker Gummy? Both. Lex Rebirth, I don't get you. You like ask like really good questions for a while and now you're just asking dumb ones. Smoke the ganja. I actually don't smoke. I don't know why everyone thinks I do. I'm not just saying that. I actually don't. I used to in high school, but I don't. Everyone thinks I'm a fucking pothead. I don't know. Maybe it's just because how I talk or something. I don't know. Why does everyone think I'm a pothead, babe? Is it because I have a big dick?
You're a fighter. Get the dog down, seriously. Fuck her. Get her off the chair.
Alright guys, this is now a live Q&A with FaZe Zelda. You guys can ask her any questions that you want. Ask her if she's contemplating killing her mom in her sleep.
I'm contemplating killing her in her sleep.
That's
or
fucked
when
up.
she's alive.
That's fucked up to even say.
But it's not fucked up when you say it about her to me.
Yeah, because
Right.
I was
sense.
half joking and you're almost 100% serious.
No, I wouldn't kill the dog.
She just looks so nervous and concerned. Core Color, I wish you a happy birthday, and hopefully you get some awesome presents and have a really fun day. Vicinity edits, can you do 2 brackets so it's not a fractal off for the 100k contest? I was thinking about it. I might. I'm not sure. Some of the comments are coming up twice. I don't know why. Please don't spam edits in here. Like that's not what this is for. There's no new questions coming up. Get creative, guys. What's your favorite candy? Fuck, dude. What is my favorite candy? I like Twix and Snickers and Hershey's cookies and cream bars. Oh, fuck. Sour Patch watermelons, obviously, are the best candy in the whole world. Extractability, there are going to be new designs for my store, and I do not run the FaZe store, but I work with the people that do, and there's tons of cool new stuff coming to FaZe in the next month or so, so be excited for that. Opacity V2 says, let me see your dog's butthole. Nah. Raise the volume. Ansel NV or Sor Voltar. They are both awesome people, and they're both very talented, and Ansel deserves more recognition, and Voltar is my homie. Yeah, Zelda's a little bit camera shy. Z Eternal Rebirth. I'm glad I've held your attention this long. I appreciate you coming by. Editing bruh. You own a sub-botted clan. Nuff said. Check our bad you like bot your videos. I thought he was talking about FaZe for a second. I was like, seriously? Come on, guys. You gotta get some creative questions going here. I've already answered most of this. What are you doing for Halloween? I don't know.
Are you doing a Halloween party?
Well, I mean, I thought he meant like what I'm dressing as. I don't have a costume, but I don't know. I need to get one. I'm probably just gonna buy like a wig and be a friend of mine is gonna be like a fucking like, if you guys have seen the movie Semi Pro, he's gonna like look like that. Like he has like a wig and he's gonna wear like a headband and like some like short gym shorts, and I might just do that with him because it's cheap and easy. Let me see your butthole, Meek. It says opacity V2. Should I show him my butthole, babe?
Yeah.
Alright, you wanted to see my butthole. Never showed my butthole on camera before, but... Alright, you ready to see my butthole? Dude, I wonder what would happen if I actually did. I'd probably get my channel closed.
Probably.
And then, I don't know. I wonder what would happen though. Someone would like screenshot it and I'd be like the laugh of the community. Oh, FaZe Meek, that's that guy that showed everyone his butthole on live stream. If you could have any computer in the world, what would you have? I would get a Mac Pro with all the specs maxed out because it's like a $30,000 computer. And it's like, they use it for like servers and shit. Like, it's like, literally, like everything would just be like instantaneous. Like everything would start up like right away. And but I am getting a new computer next month, I think, if I have the money for it. If you're ever going to upgrade your graphics card, yeah, I'm getting a whole new computer. Yo, Eyes, what is your opinion on OG edits? I mean, they're fine, but like the subscribers don't really like them. If you're talking about like on FaZe, so whenever people get an OG edit on their episode or whatever, it usually doesn't do as well. So, Ghost has no theater. How will you and others get their cinematics? Same way we did on Modern Warfare 2. I'm sure there's still private match. I mean, I don't know why they take private match out, so just get cinematics in there. I mean, Modern Warfare 2, there was no theater mode, and we did fine on that, you know. People are like freaking out too much about like no dolly cam and stuff. Like, obviously, yeah, you could do some cool things with it, but it'll be fine. Cinematics it'll still be good. Editing, bruh. I'm not gonna introduce the episode because I don't even know what the fuck it's called. There's only... Jesus, the viewers have gone down so much. How often do you twerk? I twerk like 5 shifts a week. Yeah. Usually at night. Anywhere between like 3:30 and 5:30, I'll go in and twerk. Are you going trick-or-treating? Probably. Actually, no, shit, I can't because I have to work. Fuck. Damn it. We can't go trick-or-treating.
Fuck.
What? I thought you wanted to.
I just wanna go to friggin' Brian's party.
When's your dog introducing to FaZe? Zelda Force 1. Yeah, Yeah, I'm probably gonna do this for like 5 more minutes and stop because the viewers are going down like fucking crazy. I mean, I've been doing it for over an hour. That's good, right? Favorite competitive player? I don't really know any of the competitive players too well. Replay seems pretty cool. Would you ever like to find out how the editors from Iron Man 3 made the suit go and attach to Tony? That'd be cool. I'm sure it was a lot of green screen in the background. I'm sure he was on those like wires or like ropes so that he could like flip upside down and just chill there. So I'm sure he like did the stunt, like, you know, flipped upside down, and then it was just a lot of VFX work to get the suit on. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it was fucking complicated as shit, but that's why they're getting paid a lot of money to do it. Do you think Ghost will be good to edit on? Probably. I mean, the graphics are insane, so. Kazi says, what do you wish you spent more time doing 5 years ago? Skating. Even though I skated a lot. When I was 16. I would like to skate more in general. Have you ever found a hidden gem in editing, like an editor who has not much recognition, but should? Yeah. Craze should have more recognition. Ansel should have more recognition. There's a bunch of them. What's your favorite cartoon? Family Guy and South Park. Unless you're talking about like paper cartoons, and if you are, I have no idea because who the fuck reads paper cartoons anymore? Envy is a sick team. Alright, well, I think that pretty much will do it. Yeah, I've been at this for like an hour and 15 minutes. That's pretty good. I was going to do it for 2 hours, but there's not that many viewers right now, and I don't know. Go finish Rebirth's episode or something. My favorite skateboarder. I'll answer a couple last ones, and then I'm going to end it. Who's your favorite skateboarder? It changes, but Corey Kennedy is one of them. Shane O'Neill. Costin. There's a bunch of them.
What the fuck are you staring at, you fucking whore?
Do you think Kazify is good? Kazi's the fucking shit, dude. He's like one of the best there is. He won my contest 2 times in a row. Of course he's good. Relationship advice. Don't get into a relationship unless you really want to be in a relationship with that person. Like really, really, really. And unless you know them very well. Because once you're in a relationship with them, everything changes. And that's why people break up. How long have you and your girlfriend been together? 2 years. And are you getting married soon? Nah, no. Not soon. Eventually, hopefully, but not soon. I'm way too young to be getting married and doing all that shit right now. Favorite music genre to edit? Rap. Alright. Make this the last one answered, known as check. Most nostalgic memory in FaZe. Fuck, dude. I don't know. Like, I mean, probably just getting in. Like, I mean, nostalgic means like, what does nostalgic mean again, babe? It means like,
It's like reminds you of like childhood or old.
oh, is that what it means? I thought it was.
Like it reminds me of you, or it reminds you of like old things, or like something that happened when you were younger.
Oh, well then I don't know. There hasn't really been anything nostalgic. I don't know. I thought that meant something else. Alright. Well, thanks everyone who came down. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little session. Hopefully I helped answer some stuff. And yeah. Thanks again for 100,000 subscribers. And hopefully you guys all have a fantastic day. Maybe some of you guys will be joining me later to root the Bruins on at 6 o'clock. But anyways, yeah, I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thanks again for everything. And if you need anything else, tweet me. And have a good night. Peace, guys.